7 years ago, I discovered this wondrous city, uninhabited. Others soon followed, heeding my invitation, and our community grew and prospered under my rule. But as I write this, I am alone once again, for my subjects have been the victims of an unspeakable atrocity. At the expense of my own life, I must open a portal that will take you into the past, before all this began. Beloved reader, you must go back, talk to my people, go through their possessions if you have to, investigate what set this atrocity in motion, and prevent it by any means necessary.
This is your reckoning, Dovahkiin, and we have only just begun.
Hello again, my friend. Any word about the matter we discussed? Well, I hope your investigation has been thorough. I don't want you accusing the Hey, keep your voice down. Do you want to get us all killed? Look, you might have noticed we're being watched by the dwarven statues everywhere you look. But I managed to break the bust in that room. So in there is no dwarves' law. Understand? What happens in my private room stays there. Because if my little secret gets out, then you and everyone else in this place is going to suffer badly. What you do next is up to you. You can keep your mouth shut, in which case we all live. Or you can let her go, in which case we all die. I promised you no such thing. I said I'd do everything in my power to help you. But here's the thing. There is no way out of here. You're stuck here for the rest of your life. Now get out of my citadel. I'm bored of you.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Well, I hope your investigation has been... Hey, look, but I meant... What you do next is up... There is... Now get out of my citadel.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
But I can still teach you a lesson. Stand down. Protect me.
stop this. From happening.
My letter.
Come from?
What are you talking about? I've never met you. You're a strange one, aren't you? Now, are you going to tell me why it looks like you just came out of the Jarl's private lake house? Yeah, well, just make sure you don't get lost in anyone else's home. Live by our laws here, and we'll all get along just fine. Well, if you don't want to talk to me, at least go and see Jarl Teil's up on the top floor of the citadel. See if all of your questions.
Newcomer. You should head on up to the Citadel. Make yourself brilliant. What did... How terrible. But not unexpected. Nonabis was a reckless fellow. It all but killed Brandis when he went down there. But he didn't have a full set.
Welcome to... Oh,
if you can get down there safely, let me know what you discover.
I'm a Breton. Some days I feel like we're on the brink of... I could. But Brawl knows much more than I do. You should really talk to him. Now that I need the trouble. I've tried. The only thing I haven't tried is violence. Oh my! You've got it already? That is amazing! How did you... No, don't tell me. I don't think I want to know. Now let's see here. Well, it confirmed my suspicion that this armor will help you withstand the harmful energy down in the tunnels. But I'm afraid it won't be enough. You'll need a full set of it. Helm, gauntlets, and boots. If you're going to get down there and really explore. I'm afraid I don't even know where to begin looking. But perhaps Bro will know more about the whereabouts of the other pieces.
I've been waiting for you, Dovahkiin. Of course, to me, your memories are an open tome. To begin with, I know you are the leader of the band of murderers called the Dark Brotherhood. And I know you are a brazen thief, compulsively stealing from your own kind, without remorse or restraint. I know the blood of the beast flows in your veins. I also know you have come from the future. And why is that? Is your desire for power so great that you would break even the laws of time for it? It makes no difference. You will not take it from me. You would not be so foolish as to break my law. I mean, my law. I made it because your kind would be incapable of order, of peace, without it. That makes me the Arbiter. I'm also the founder. I discovered this site millennia ago, and the deposit of Ethereum beneath us. I laid the foundations, and I watched my children grow and learn and use the Ethereum to create marvels, technological wonders. But they grew quarrelsome and used their knowledge to create weapons to use against their own kind, and worse, their own father. So I confiscated their weapons and declared my law that each and every one of my children would live in perfect order, or they would not live at all. And here I am, millennia later, still waiting for children worthy of this city. And for my patience, it seems my reward is a visit from you, Dovahkiin. Well, why have you traveled through time to come here? What is it you seek? Ah, if only you could read my memories as I read yours. Very well. Ask your questions. You flock here, your kind, like moths to a flame, driven by greed and the lust for power. You are warned about my law, and when you disobey, and you always disobey, you force my hand, bringing death upon yourselves. So you ask if I am the one killing your kind. And I say no. You kill yourselves. I am merely the means by which you do it. "2,000 years in your terms. But time is different down here. I count time in waves, generations, civilizations. You and your kind up above are number 322. You wish to be ageless, like me. In truth, time passes differently in here. It would take an eternity just to explain it to you. It is not my place to reveal that secret to you, Dovahkiin. But when they moved on from this world, I was left behind. You see, the energy that has sustained me all this time, it anchored me here. I could not leave this place if I wanted to. So I see. Now, state your purpose here. Your words are tainted by your sins, Dovahkiin. Yet, I acknowledge your heroic deeds too, Slayer of the World Eater. Very well, I will listen. Choose your next words carefully, Dovahkiin. What is it that you made worse? You admit to breaking my law. In the future, at least this explains why you traveled back in time. I warn you, tread carefully. Everything I have done here, everything I have done, has been... I thought that if I could create peace here, create order, that I could prove to the world that such a thing is possible, and they might follow. When the first of your kind disobeyed my law, I was disappointed. But I thought, if I was patient, the next wave might fare better. But that wave met the same fate, and the next wave after that. They betrayed me, and I had no choice but to wipe the slate clean. But the more I failed, the more firmly I had to believe that I would be vindicated one day. But I have suspected for a long time that day would never come. And now I see it never will. There is no place for peace and order in this world. I will stop. From this point forward, your kind will be free to live how they choose, in whatever chaos and squalor they create for themselves. I will destroy this Ethereum to ensure your kind can never exploit it, and you may all return to the world of man, should you wish. But I warn you, Dovahkiin, making these changes will create a paradox in time. The events that brought you here will never have taken place. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering with the past. Now, are you ready?